It is 5:30. Heather, would you call the roll, please?
Mound, Cerny.
Here.
Reichert. Jensen. Chemnitz.
Here.
Carlson.
Here.
Okay, up next we have Pledge of Allegiance. I'll ask Councilwoman Amy to lead us.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, up next we have adopt the agenda. Are there any additions or corrections to the agenda? If not, I'll look for a motion to adopt the agenda as presented.
So moved.
Second.
Call the roll, please.
Cerny.
Yes.
Reichert. Chemnitz.
Yes.
Carlson.
Yes.
Okay, up next, I have approved the minutes of the October 12th, 2022 regular meeting. If there's no additions or corrections to the minutes in your packet, I'll look for a motion to approve.
So moved.
Second.
Call the roll, please.
Reichert.
Yes.
Chemnitz.
Yes.
Carlson. Cerny.
Yes.
Okay, up next we have public forum and visitors. If anyone is here tonight to address the council on anything not on the agenda, now would be the time. Okay, it looks like we have one down, but they, Mobridge Area Chamber of Commerce, but they are moving to December. So with that, I'll take us to department head reports with Chief Sean.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Got a few things on tonight's agenda. The first one, I would like to present a Mobridge police officer with a life-saving award tonight. So if I could, I'd like to ask Police Officer Jamison Reese to come up with me. So you guys remember Officer Reese, or know one of our new guys, so. Been on about 6 months. Yeah. Anyway, on October 16th of 2022, our North Central 911 Center received a call about an unconscious male in an apartment complex. Was not breathing. Police Officer Jamison Reese responded to the call along with the Mobridge ambulance paramedics. The responders found a unconscious male that was not breathing. It was decided at that time to start CPR. Police Officer Reese started chest compressions on the patient while the other EMS workers worked on the airway. Shortly after the person regained consciousness, I'd like to say that Officer Reese's quick thinking and quality chest compressions played an important part in saving his life. So I guess with that, I have an award for you. There you go. Congratulations. Good job. Get a picture for the paper, maybe?
Good job.
Once again, good job, Jameson. You guys are doing great, so proud of all of you. Thanks. Next on the agenda, I would like to ask the council to approve the purchase of a Dodge 2020 Charger. You guys got that in your packet. That would be one of the cars that I budgeted for next year, but it actually came in quite a bit early, down in Kansas or whatever. That's why we're asking for it now.
So what our
Okay.
plan is with regards to the budget is we do have 25,000 budgeted for 2023. Our thought is to just go ahead and since the car is available, he still has plenty of room in his budget for 2022, and then they just won't purchase anything for 2023.
So, car's available now. I would say we get it. So
The car that we have now also, one that we're running now is a 2016, and I think we're pushing 195,000 miles on it.
Yeah, I think we surplused it a while ago, so
Yeah, so it's
we're ready to.
starting to have issues, and before it totally breaks down, we want to get ahead of that, so.
So if there's no other questions or comments, I'd look for a motion to go ahead and get the, new charger for $22,600.
So moved.
Call the roll, please.
Chemnitz?
Yes.
Carlson? Cerny?
Yes.
Reichert?
Last item I have on the agenda is to ask the council to approve a level increase for dispatcher Emily Killsback after she completed her 1 year in service. They're increasing her hourly wage 2022 to 21.17, effective 11/21 of 22.
Okay, if there's no questions or comments, I'll look for a motion to approve.
So moved.
Second.
Call the roll, please.
Chemnitz?
Yes.
Carlson?
Yes.
Cerny?
Yes.
Reichert?
That's all I got.
All right, thanks,
Thank
Chief.
you.
Thank you.
Okay, up next, we have zoning with Jackie Roster. And she is not here tonight. She's left because of inclement weather. But it looks like we have 6 building permits for $87,700. They are in your packet. So if there's no questions on those, or if you do have questions, get with Jackie later. Also in zoning, it's a petition to waive a sidewalk and the resolution to waive the sidewalk. It'd be resolution 22-17, gives the legal description. And best I can tell, this is the duplexes that are over by the old cemetery. I did take a chance to go look at it. The last sentence, they're saying lack of foot traffic on the south side of the property and lack of sidewalks currently installed in the neighborhood are why we are seeking the waiver. I guess my thoughts are, we deny this because there's room there, and granted, over time, I think we've allowed, not to put sidewalks in, so I think if we're gonna require sidewalks, we deny this and then move forward on the other properties as they improve moving forward. So, that's my opinion. Anybody else got anything to add to the discussion?
Wonder if anything down the road will be added in, like housing or, of course, I know we can't predict the future, but.
Well, you can't predict the future, but right there at the end of those duplexes, like I said, they're brand new duplexes, so 10 years ago, who would have said anybody would build new duplexes there? So if we're gonna continue moving forward with our current viewpoint, when people improve properties, if we're gonna want them to put sidewalks in, this is kinda where you gotta say, yeah, everybody needs to put their sidewalks in, so. So I guess I would look to deny the waiver request.
I'll make a motion to deny the waiver request.
I'll second that.
Okay, call the roll, please.
Carlson?
Yes.
Cerny?
Yes.
Reichert? Chemnitz?
Yes.
Okay, there's no unfinished business. Take us into new business. We have before us Resolution 2216, a resolution to set fees for water rates. This is the follow-up from our funding package acceptance, and from the last meeting we had the public hearing with all the engineers here. And then in this resolution is all the, basically the nuts, bolts, and numbers of what we need to do to be compliant with the funding package. So I'll let Heather explain it in greater detail.
So as you all recall, the requirement of the state is that our current water rates are at $55 per 5,000 gallons. Right now, we are not at that. We're roughly $37 short, or $17.55 short, which is why we have to increase that $17.55. Kurt and I have sat and visited about this extensively. We had a water committee meeting and visited about these rates, and what we have come up with is if we decrease the base rate for residential in city limits to $25, currently it's at $25.72, and then charge $6 per 1,000 gallons of usage, that makes you at $55 per 5,000. Kurt has figured the cost to produce 1,000 gallons of water is $3.76. We've had an extensive increase in natural gas fees, chemicals have gone up quite a bit, which is making that number to produce, plus health insurance, pay raises for staff, that all goes into the production of our water. I've added another handout for you to kind of give you an overview of what the revenue would look like with these current water rates. So what we're proposing is a base rate of $25 for residential inside city limits and $35 for commercial. For outside city limits, double rates, which is $50 for residential and $70 for commercial. And then everybody pays $6 per 1,000 gallons usage. This will get us to the revenue we need. We have to meet 110% requirement for our loan payments and our revenue. So that brings us to that number. And then it also gives us a little bit of extra in order to operate. So expenditures in 21 was $820,000. So far in 22, it's $933,000. With our estimation, we'll be pulling in 1.2 million. So it only gives us a couple $100,000 extra to, if he has something major happen where we have a big repair. But we're comfortable with these numbers as is. We are going to sit down throughout this next year and review everything we don't know how water usage is gonna flow, if people are gonna start using less water. These numbers come from 2021 usage. So, I guess that's what we're proposing.
Any questions or comments? Okay, so hearing none, I will look for a motion to approve resolution 2216 to set the fees for water rates.
So moved.
Call the roll, please.
Carlson?
Yes.
Chemnitz?
Yes.
Reichert? Cerny?
Yes.
Okay, up next, resolution 2218, setting the fee for water availability. This is for the properties that have water that aren't being used as turned off.
Correct, so that's gonna go from $10.50 per month to $21 per month. And this is if you still have a building, but you have your water shut off, you still pay because that you have the availability of the water. The main still runs by the property.
Any questions or comments? So hearing none, I'll look for a motion to approve resolution 2218.
So moved.
Second.
Call the roll, please.
Chemnitz?
Yes.
Reichert? Cerny?
Yes.
Carlson?
Yes.
Okay. Up next, we have approved airport farmlands, bid lease. All right, need this. Okay, slow down. We took advertisements, and received bids for the airport. Looks like the high bidder was Tanner Omer with a bid of $16,355. So is the recommendation we accept that bid for the airport?
I'll make the motion.
Second.
Call the roll, please.
Reichert? Cerny?
Yes.
Carlson?
Yes.
Chemnitz?
Yes.
Okay, also we had miscellaneous tracks, that we took bids for the lease. Looks like John Hafner was the high bidder of $3,300 per year. So it looks like we want to award John Hafner that one. So I'll look for a motion to approve.
Second.
Call the roll, please.
Reichert? Cerny?
Yes.
Carlson?
Yes.
Chemnitz?
Yes.
Okay, up next we have the pay request number 3 to Northern Plains Contracting in the amount of $19,615.28 for the wastewater project. So I believe they're moving along on that. Here's all of the stuff they're doing. Looks like the screw pumps are in, is that right? Or they're not in, they're here, they're on the way, this is what we're doing, okay. So, anyway, so we just want to approve pay request number 3 for $19,615.28. If there's no questions, I would look for a motion to approve that.
So moved.
Second.
Call the roll, please.
Cerny?
Yes.
Carlson?
Yes.
Chemnitz?
Yes.
Reichert?
Okay, up next, we have approve agreement with the state for the Jet A fuel system project. That's also in your packet. I believe we've gone over it a few times. Heather, is there any high points we need to hit?
This is just the state's portion of the project. We have one with the feds, one with the state. So the state's portion is $123,807. This is just the agreement with the state.
Okay, so if there's no questions or comments on that, I'll look for a motion to approve the agreement.
So moved.
Second.
Call the roll, please.
Carlson?
Yes.
Chemnitz?
Yes.
Reichert? Cerny?
Yes.
Okay, up next, we have approved cemetery deeds. It looks like there's a couple of them in the packet. If there's no questions or comments, we'll just approve them all with one motion. So I would look for a motion to approve the cemetery deeds.
Second.
Call the roll, please.
Cerny?
Yes.
Reichert? Chemnitz?
Yes.
Carlson?
Yes.
Okay, up next, we have approved the 2023 liquor licenses. They're in your packet. Looks like the current Pit Stop, Last Chance, Stoics, OK, Gas and Goodies, American Legion. The current again, 2 types of license, Jackson's Enterprises, KT's Fireside, Moose Club, Silver Dollar, La Cabana, Dollar General, Family Dollar, and Donnie's Pizzeria. So, if there's no questions or comments on these, I'll look for a motion to approve the liquor licenses.
So moved.
Second.
Call the roll, please.
Cerny?
Yes.
Reichert? Chemnitz?
Yes.
Carlson?
Yes.
Okay, the last item under new business is approve abatements. Got this from the county, and this is actually city property that they have sent us. I believe it's, located on Second Avenue West. County
This-
took it for taxes.
This one is county property.
Okay.
306 Second Avenue West is actually county property. And what they're asking for is the city front footage assessments taken off. The second property that's in your packet is actually city property, and that's 222 4th Street West. That was deeded to the city here the beginning of last month. So we're just taking off all the back taxes and assessments off that property.
Okay, any questions or comments on those? Hearing none, I'll look for a motion to approve.
So moved.
Second.
Call the roll, please.
Reichert? Chemnitz?
Yes.
Carlson?
Yes.
Cerny?
Yes.
Okay, that ends new business. Discussion information items, take us into the financial report. That is in your packet. If you guys have any questions or comments, get with Heather later in the week. Last item under discussion information, update on pool shade grant. There's a letter in your packet. To Mayor Cox, I'm pleased to recommend the city's application for the Mobridge Pool Shade Project of $21,000 for the Land and Water Conservation Fund grant assistance through the National Park Service. This application will now be forwarded to the National Park Service, the federal agency administering the program, for final approval. And then down the last paragraph, it is clear your city has demonstrated a sincere commitment to providing outdoor recreational opportunities for its citizens. I commend you for your initiative and anticipate this grant will help you complete a worthwhile project. So, a lot of stuff made this happen. A lot of people, Kyle, Amy, I believe, put a lot of work into, and other folks have put lots of work into generating revenue, private donations and funding for this, so another good step. Is there anything you wanted to add, Heather?
No.
Okay. All right, the only thing I'd like to say is our last meeting before the Thanksgiving holiday, so hopefully everyone has a good Thanksgiving. Veterans Day is Friday, so enjoy that. Next item, payment of the bills. Bills are in your packet, $424,385.51. If there's no questions on the bills, I'd look for a motion to pay them.
So moved.
Second.
Call the roll, please.
Chemnitz?
Yes.
Carlson?
Yes.
Cerny?
Yes.
Reichert?
Okay, if there's no other business before the council this evening, I'll look for a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Call the roll, please.
Chemnitz?
Yes.
Carlson?
Yes.
Cerny?
Yes.
Reichert?